and just a great staff. I'm really excited about it. We're offering, I'm coming, I think, from ER and specialty. I just like having all the latest diagnostics and treatments. So our goal is just to provide really high quality care in the Lakewood Ranch area. And of course, we'll come out to you too, Patty.
Well, I'll come out. Well, if I only have one dog, if I only have one dog, when it's all 4 of them to get their shots, and then when Gia's here, there's 5 of them. And I think when you came, was it all 5? Did I have 5 of them, or just no? Because I got Sophie and Rambo after. So now I have 5, but not every day, just 4 all the time. So I can't.
You have a pretty big crew.
I know. I definitely can't bring all of them at once, but we will bring them one at a time, or Sophie and Rambo can come together. But yeah, we have our collection. But
you do, and I think it's awesome. So you save a lot of animals and are a great advocate for the animals. There's only so much we can do on mobile, so our standalone facility will be great for all the services we can't provide in the home.
Yeah,
I have to say I really enjoy. Go ahead.
Oh no! Go ahead. You finish.
I was just going to say I really enjoy going out to people's homes. It's completely different to be out and kind of in their own environment. To know what they're doing in their home and to see how they interact is a completely different ballgame than having them in a hospital. So I really enjoyed that part of it. We kind of sit down. We've had people like make us blueberry pies. So it's been great kind of, changing from ER and specialty to sitting in people's homes and treating their pets.
Yeah, I like seeing the pictures you post, like when you went to the farm with the horses and, you got to see that and just all. I bet it is fun. I bet it's way better. And I know that the dogs probably aren't scared when you come to them versus when they know, we're at the doctor's, But
sometimes after a few minutes they get the hang of it, but they figure out we're not maybe the happy people they thought we were.
Right. Well, what I was going to ask you was, are you going to treat all kinds of pets, I guess when I say that I'm looking at like the reptiles or the exotics or something, or is it just going to be the domestic animals?
Probably, we'll do dogs and cats, ferrets for sure. Some of the pocket pets, rabbits, mice, little things like that we will do. We're not going to be I know there's a lot of livestock out this area, but that's just kind of not my forte. So we'll stick with mostly domesticated small animals.
Now, do you do the exotics? Do you do the iguanas or birds or something like that?
You can do a limited amount of things with, lizards and reptiles. Some of the birds, unfortunately, just with handling them, it really is stressful for them. Their heart rates go up, and some of them will just, die right with handling them. So if it's a really expensive pet or, pocket pet or bird or something that's very valuable, we would probably recommend an exotic specialist over us.
Okay. Yeah, because I wasn't sure that every veterinary clinic or center does everything. I didn't think that they did, because people ask a lot of times of me to recommend somebody for their sick lizard or something, and I the only one I really know of in Bradenton would be Bayshore, I guess. I know they do the exotics, and I know there are others, but that's the one closest to me, so it always comes to my mind first. But well, that's good to know. I'm really excited.
We worked with the exotic animal specialist at the ER, so I did get some exposure there. And then, of course, we saw all of the pocket pets and the lizards and reptiles on ER for emergencies. So, I do have some experience. If it's something that I feel like I can't treat, obviously, I would let them know and send them to, the appropriate place. Yeah.
Regarding your new center, you couldn't possibly be the only vet with 7 rooms, right? Are you going to have any other vets there besides you, or what?
Well, it's just me right now, and hopefully I won't have 7 rooms at once, but it's kind of more for growth, and I'm hoping we grow quickly, and I am looking for an associate to join me that, likes forward-thinking progressive medicine. So our ads are out, and we're trying to find the right person.
Well, that's good. Yeah. I've started to say I'm excited to see it, and the pictures that I've been watching as it's growing or being built are exciting to see. So it's going to be great.
And we have a really pretty building.
So let's see. Is there anything else that you want to add that I didn't ask about as far as any of the, the things for the pets? And I guess we were kind of on the outdoorsy topic. Any other things maybe that you'd like to bring to anyone's attention about dangers being outdoors, I guess?
The red tide, we haven't really had a lot of that right here recently, but we do get pretty good blooms here and there. That causes the same thing in dogs, the respiratory issues. They can get ill from that. And we have now learned how to treat that. In the past, we treated that incorrectly by giving lots and lots of fluids. And now we've learned that that's not the appropriate treatment. So if there is red tide out there, I think it's just common sense to keep your pet away. Just as far as the heat related things, off the top of my head, just being careful if you're taking your dogs out, if you're walking through the city, or if you live near like in downtown Sarasota or any similar city like that where it's a lot of foot traffic and you're taking your dog out, just make sure the pavements aren't too hot for their paw pads, because we did see a lot of torn and like raw paw pads from that. One of the interesting things I saw was someone would take their dog out and throw the tennis ball in tennis courts, and because the tennis courts were so hot and because he was moving back and forth so quickly, just throwing the ball outside on a concrete surface, it actually just tore all of his paw pads. So we always say be careful of the heat, be careful of the pavement. Some people don't think about it because we're wearing shoes, so it doesn't register, but the dog's paw pads can burn in those situations.
Yeah, I saw that. There's that one graphic, and I don't know who put it out, about putting your hand down. If you're going to take your pet for a walk, put your hand down on the sidewalk or on the road. And if it's too hot for your hand, it's too hot for their feet or their pads, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and typically the sidewalks are lighter, so they're not as hot as a tennis court would be, or a dark colored road.
Well, talking about the heat thing, I just wondered about this. Sometimes I see people out jogging around here with their pets, and it's so stinking hot out. Number one, why are they jogging in the heat? But number two, I'm more concerned about the dog.
I agree. I know. It is so easy. I mean, I don't know if people realize, because everybody wants the best for their pet, right? They mean well. But I just think that people forget that they don't sweat. The only way for them to cool themselves is through panting. And in panting, they're exchanging, the air from the outside. And the two things they need are cool air and air without humidity and moisture in it, so that they can let all that moisture off their lungs, off their tongue. That's their cooling. And so, they're going to quickly overheat in any kind of warm climate. And unfortunately, I can't even count how many heat exhaustion and heat strokes I've seen over the years. It just happens so quickly. I do not recommend running with your dog in any warm climate. If it's 80 degrees or higher, I wouldn't do it. Yeah. It's just too dangerous. There are some dogs that are really thin, have good body conditions, and for some reason, some of those can tolerate it, but a little bit of it, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. But most dogs can't tolerate it. They just get overheated too easily.
Yeah. We've only got a couple minutes left already, so I'd like you to be able to tell everybody about your new center and how they can look it up on the web and how they can get a hold of you.
So you can find us on Facebook, and we have lots of fun updates on Facebook, lots of warnings, food, recalls, things like that. We're a veterinary medical center at LWR on Facebook. The LWR stands for Lakewood Ranch. We're also online. We have a website, lakewoodranchvet.com. And we are on Instagram too, but I have to tell you, I don't remember exactly I think we're just Veterinary Medical Center at LWR on Instagram.
Okay. And you
I'm
hope to...
I'm not as proficient at Instagram.
I'm not either. And you're planning a grand opening in mid-October or end of October? Do you think?
Somewhere between mid and late October, yes.
Okay, that's great.
We got a little delayed with the rain.
Oh, I know.
So much rain this summer, and it was raining all day long, and they just couldn't get some of the some of the windows and things in at that time, so we're a little behind.
Yeah, it seemed like it rained for a month straight there at one time. So, well, Wendy, I'm really glad that you were able to come on and talk with us today. I know I kind of jumped around a little bit. It wasn't as organized as I was last time, but because what you were saying, it made me think of different things, and the whole outdoors thing is so important, especially when you live in a climate like ours where you're outdoors a lot. So those are very important things that people need to recognize and know about. So I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me. Maybe we can do some of the food toxins or things to watch out for the holidays next.
Yeah, that would be a good idea because that's really important, and that's something that we really stress. So we'll plan to do that. So for now, everybody, it's time to close, and thanks again, Dr. Ellis, for being with us today. And again, her new clinic is the Veterinary Medical Center of Lakewood Ranch, and it's just LWR, and you can look it up on Facebook. And so until next time, remember that a lost pet can't tell anyone where it lives, so please be sure your pet is microchipped and wearing its ID tags, and if it is chipped, please make sure it's registered and updated, because without it, it's worthless. I'm your host, Patty Giarrusso, and this is Let's Talk Pets on Society Bites Radio. Thanks for joining us today, and until next time, take care and keep your pets